G'day everybody, thanks for stopping by. In today's video we're going to have a look at a really simple camping product. Probably not going to use all the time, but when you need it, you need it. Today's video we're looking at a folding camping toilet that I picked up off Amazon for around about the $40 mark. Let's have a look. There's the throne in all its glory. Got some company. Got everything I need. Once the job's done, a drink if things get tough, and my phone if we're there for a little while. Got the fire going over here. It is still raining and it's pretty horrible. So, look, the reason I'm here and I'm going to try this out is because, one, it's raining and I'm happy to dig a hole, but I don't want to go out there and squat in that. Two, this is all rock. You can see there's a rocky outcrop here. So digging a hole up here is quite difficult and very challenging. I've tried to do some trenching work to keep the water under around camp, and even just that little bit was a challenge. And because the benefit of the review, it has to be tested before I can do a review. Nothing shits me more, and because it's relevant, than watching a review when somebody opens something up and then doesn't use it before they give the review. I hate that. The only thing that I hate more than that is when somebody reviews something they don't even have. Don't even start me on that. In the interest of a proper review, I don't know whether you need to be there while I'm doing this, but let's see how this goes. So it's definitely going to be a poo with a view. A poo with a view. Turds with the birds. Anyway, that's all I got. Anyway, let's do this thing. I'm trying to squat down so you can't see anything. And look, it is under the water's been running through here. The other thing is, look, let's be blunt. When I go, normally I'm a number one and number two. Number one first and then a number two. Because we're going and look, and I've spoken to friends and I know some are a two first and a number one. I know some people that somehow manage to do both at the same time. That's not me. Point being, I think you're probably, because you're just going into a bag, I'm going to need to concentrate in a minute. I've just realised I can't multitask while I'm doing this, other than maybe use the phone. I don't know whether I want to be weeing into the bag and then having to pick that up and then trying to seal that up, you know what I mean, to do something with it. Part of my testing process was to then take that bag that I used when I was camping there, wrap that up, tie it up, and then chuck it in the car, and I transported that home. At no stage would I or anybody else been aware what was in that bag, other than the fact that I knew what was in there. They are biodegradable bags, so you can now do your business here and then go and dig a hole and bury the bag. They break down about 180 days according to the website or the listing. One thing that has changed since I bought it, as per the ad, is they were saying that the bags that were supplied with it were biodegradable. I can no longer see that in the ad, so I don't know whether that's changed. Oh, that breeze coming under that van is cold on my butt. Got garbage bags in here in the caravan, so worst comes to worst, you could use one of those, but you would have to take it home. You couldn't bury it. Anyway, I'm going to do this, and then I'll come back to you. I'm just trying to get you a... I'm just trying to get you a safe angle to prove that I am using it without you seeing the bits. So this is the best angle I could find. Right, job's done. We're just going to let it air out, but we're going to have to hurry up here because it's that rain's coming in under again. What can I say? It's comfortable. It doesn't feel, when you're sitting on it, it doesn't feel any different to sitting at home on your home toilet. Maybe except for the height wise, it is a little bit low. There are different size ones, I think. I can't remember. Just have a look at the picture there also. I did go back and have a quick look, and they do have some variations of models and upgraded version. This is the base model, which was, I think I had a look and it was $47 or something like that with bags. Now, but I'm 5'4". Tim was sitting on it. Tim's probably, 5'10", something like that. I don't know. And he said it was reasonably comfortable. If you've got bad knees and things like that, maybe you would want something taller. You're not sitting here all day, so I know what us men are like, especially if you've got your phone handy and you're using that phone holder. These are the two Portaloos that I've got. This is the original one that I had And this is the one that comes with a caravan, so you can see the size of this. This is a Thetford. It's got a lid, it's got a flush, it's got a water tank, so you have to fill it up with water, put your chemicals in it, etc, etc. So in addition to having to carry this, you had to carry a mixture of chemicals as well. You then had to, I guess, interact with the contents at disposal time as well. From a packing perspective, size-wise, this is what come out of the caravan, where I've now got the 24-volt battery system. This is the toilet now. Even compared to the a smaller compact unit here, you can see size-wise, it's just not even a comparison. If you're happy to shit in a hole, then this thing is luxury. If you haven't used a portable toilet before, and now this is not a chemical toilet, so we're going into a bag, right? So with that, your little buddies that you've just dropped off, I was going to say at the pool, but it's not even the pool. You've kind of dropped them off at the beach because they're still on land. Lands in the bag. You can hear it land in the bag. Sounds a little bit different to go in the toilet, but you are going to get a bit of a smell of whatever you've just dropped off compared to a gun in the water. Because obviously when you go home and you go in the water, it's disguised, it's in the water, it's the smell's gone. So there's not much I can tell you for a review for just a portable toilet, really. It's comfortable enough, it's high enough. Obviously the bags work. You don't need to use those bags. You can use other ones. You can buy other disposable, biodegradable ones. You can just use garbage bags, normal garbage bags, if you're happy enough to take those home. The other thing you can do, if you're a bit concerned about the smell, you're going to leave it for a little while. Recommendation, if you're going to use if multiple people are going to use it, or if you're going to leave it sit there for a day rather than a turd a bag sort of thing, or a bag of turd, then I would be getting some sawdust or something and throwing over the top of it. That'll dry it out and that'll help with any smells. Or kitty litter works as well, so you can get that, throw it in. In summer, I'd probably be disposing of it, drop your load, get rid of it. Carrying on up there. The reason I say that is there is a lid on this, but it's not a heavy lid by any means. So when you get it, pay attention how it opens up. Here is your hinge on the back. The seat or the lid folds over this section here, so you can see how the side walls fold in, and you've got two in the middle like this. Ultimately, this is what the walls are made of. That opens up like that. You lift the inside, which is the base, and it holds all of that into shape, like you can see there. And once you've got the base flat, you can see it's just pretty much just an open plastic container. Once you've got that base down, that gives these walls a rigidity, keeps them up and in place. Then it's just a case of taking this section, hinging it over, and then just dropping it on top. That lid is very, very thin. It doesn't have a lot of weight. I mean, it does cover the circumference of the seat itself. When flipped back, it just goes all the way down. So that's your little clip-on phone holder there. I don't have my phone on me, but you can just put your phone on that once you're sitting on that. Obviously easy to clean, not that it needed one, but you could just come home, make sure there's nothing in it, and just hit that with a hose. And certainly I think flies would probably make the most of it in summer, when they're around. So your mileage may vary, and I don't know what you eat. I'll tell you what the actual product is called. Of course the brand name doesn't make sense. EIOEHTL. Eotal, I don't know, whatever. It's a portable toilet, upgraded 12-inch toilet seat, folding toilet with removable paper holder camping toilet with a load capacity of 450 pounds. Hell no. That's 200 odd kilo. No. 100 kilo, I reckon, would probably top you out on this. Portable potty, outdoor, indoor, whatever. Look, hang on. Let me finish this and then we'll talk. And if you've got paper, it's always handy to just dispose of it, chuck it in the fire. And realistically, if you're in a camping scenario and you're digging a hole, burn your paper anyway. Just get rid of it. In your little shit bag, toilet paper, maybe some moist towelettes, and a lighter. Go and dig your hole, do your business. Toilet paper, wipe up, light your toilet paper, stick it in the hole, let it burn away, cover up your hole. For me, this is the I don't know about emergency use, but this thing is going to get very, 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 very little use from me, which is why I didn't want something that was going to take up a lot of space. I've been carting around chemical toilets in caravans. Let's come out here. I've been carting around chemical toilets in caravans for years. Never once used one. Never once used one. I always go out there, dig a hole, or I'm somewhere where there's toilets, or I'm just not there for that long and I just stick it out. I'm getting older, those requirements, or that sticking it out time gets less and less, and I have a requirement to go. It is what it is. That's what happens. And if you're taking along a lady, we know they're not big fans of digging holes. Some of them will. Some of them, don't get me wrong, some of them will. Some of them enjoy it almost as much as I do. But ladies tend to like a toilet. I don't know. You'd have to talk to your missus and see whether she's happy to use something like that. But for me, for the amount of times I'm going to use it, it is just that emergency case, or where I go to a campsite. Now, if I go away to a national park or something like that where you have to be self-contained, you need something to be able to go to the toilet, then this would work in that scenario. Or even in the car. Like if you wanted to slip one of these, this would fit under your driver's seat, for example, or in your boot. If you're a truckie and you can't just obviously pull that big rig up, you can just pull off on the side of the road somewhere in a lay-by, then you can throw this out on the floor, or whatever the case may be. Look, you can think of 100 different scenarios for where you might need to take a shit. I will point out that I'll put up in the picture here where it shows you the different options of where you can use the toilet. It shows trucks and people out in sporting fields and things like that. And one of the things it says is lounge room and bedroom or something like that. I shouldn't laugh at that sort of thing because there may be a situation where you have somebody who is unwell and can't get themselves out to a toilet. So this might be a solution for you. Unfortunately, that has just reminded me and taken me back when Mum had cancer and I was caring for her sort of in the final days. And she was pretty much bedridden, and we had a portable toilet beside the bed. It was one supplied by a medical company, but had to lift her out of bed, onto the toilet, and then back in. This one may be a little bit low for that, but it may be something that's worth consideration if you've got somebody in that situation. It's out of sight, out of mind until I need it. So there you go. That was the review and use of the Yotl portable folding camping toilet. Look, I rate it for what it is. For the 30-40 odd bucks that I paid for it, it is perfect for my use case scenario. Put it away, never going to see it again. In the meantime, thank you very much for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers. Anyway, I gotta wrap this up.